buenas, gente. ¿Qué tal estáis? Bienvenidos de vuelta al canal, bienvenidos de vuelta a una nueva aventura. Yo esta que os presento Mass Effect 2, la Legendary Edition, el remaster, gente, que salió hace un par de meses, no creo que fue, pues, más o menos, un mes pasado o el anterior, no me acuerdo. Y bueno, me apetecía mucho traerlo al canal porque ya este Mass Effect no lo he jugado nunca, o sea, es que ni lo he probado. El 1 lo terminamos hace poco, hace unos meses, que lo trajimos al canal con mods y tal, por eso no voy a traer la Legendary Edition del 1 porque prácticamente se ve casi igual, ¿vale? Y bueno, pues me falta este y terminarme el 3, porque el 3 le jugué casi 20 horas, pero nada, bueno, es un juego largo y me quedaba bastante juego todavía, o sea, así que lo tendré que empezar de cero y cuando terminemos este pues le daremos con el otro. Muchísimas gracias a toda esa gente que se está pasando por Twitch y los que veis esto luego en diferido, pues también, pues eso es todo un buen ratito. Si me permitís, vale, pues mientras vais entrando voy a terminar de cenar un poquito, una empanada con queso. ¿Vale? Porque es tarde, luego me entra hambre. Y una 00. Una nuclear. Voy a resetear esto de aquí. Ahí. ¿Hay sonido? No mires sin sonido. No hay ningún sonido de fondo, tío. Aquí en el cosa este. Pues hostia. A ver. Vamos a poner algo de sonido, ¿no? Algo, ¿no? Pues no tiene ningún sonido. Ah, porque estoy en la otra pantalla, será. Pues no tenía sonido. Ya vi. Vamos a ver un monitor. Pero no creo que nueva, porque yo entré para probarlo. El juego está bien optimizado. Yo lo voy a jugar a 1440 porque tengo un monitor de 1440 este, pero el streaming está a 1080. Voy a traer la botella de agua fresca. ¿Dónde la dejo? Ahora vengo. No, ya. Desde encima no voy a poder exportar. Aparte la partida del 1 sufrí, para pasármelo. Cerveza. Si te soy sincero, No recuerdo el final del Mass Effect. ¿Cómo acabó? No me acuerdo. Hostia, qué mierda mismo. No me acuerdo cómo acabó, tío. ¿Cómo acabó el Mass Effect, tío? Nuestra partida. Dime cómo acabó mi partida. No me spoiles el final malo. Es que no me acuerdo. Hombre, mujer, importa el personaje. No puedo, no lo tengo. ¿Veis? Da igual. Hombre. Dificultad como todo esto es normal, ¿no? Es que a mí estos juegos de Mass Effect se me hacen difíciles, tío. Vale. No puedo elegir aquí la clase ni nada. O la he elegido ya. No sé. Bueno, a ver, yo esto lo he visto ya. Sé lo que pasa. O sea que prácticamente muere este señor Shepard. Y ahora lo reconstruyen. O algo así, como un cyborg.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth. And still it's not enough.
Y el hombre ilusorio este es el que mueve los hilos de este juego, ¿no?
But humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
Los segadores siguen ahí.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Vaya ojos. En 2183, el corazón de la comunidad galáctica sufrió un devastador ataque. Un ejército sintético Geth invadió la estación espacial de Ciudadela para abrir un portal que permitiese al regreso de los segadores. Unas enormes máquinas que erradican toda civilización orgánica a 50.000 años. Shepard lideró la defensa y salvó la Ciudadela, pero a costa de un alto precio. No me da tiempo a leerlo todo. La Normandía. De Normandía.
Disengaging FTL drives.
Joker.
Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
Bueno, he hecho un spoiler que te cagas.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
Ahora pasa algo y tenemos que nos atacan o algo de eso.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner.
Nada,
Unidentified
me he colado. Pero bueno, no pasa nada.
Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way against.
Esta segunda parte me han dicho que es muy buena, ¿no?
Brace for evasive maneuvers.
De lo mejorcito, ¿no? De la trilogía principal. Pues eso dice. Ese perepe, máquina, ¿cómo está?
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
Estarán aquí.
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
No hay tiempo para discutir.
I need you to get the
Rapidito.
crew onto the evac shuttle. I'll take care of Joker.
Shepard,
Liara, go. Now.
aye aye. Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Están las cinemáticas a 30 FPS. ¿Te la has pasado 15 veces este juego? Hostias, que te tiene que gustar, sí. Vale, voy a la cabina directo. Voy a ver a Joker en la cabina de la tierra.
Mayday! 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 This is SSB Normandy! We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy. Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Dios.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
Pobrecito, no te metas con Joker. Ay, mierda. No es pericia todavía. No seas idiota. No seas idiota, hombre.
The Normandy's dead. Just like us if we don't get the hell out of here.
No, we just have to. Oh no. They're coming around for another attack.
Bueno, y esto es lo que he contado yo antes, que se me ha escapado. Pensaba que era ya al principio. He hecho ahí un poquito de spoiler sin querer. Páganos un café. Desde aquí no te lo puedo pagar. Te invito a que te lo tomes. Mass Effect Genesis es un cómic interactivo que resuelve los eventos acaecidos en Mass Effect 1. Si omites esta opción, se usará el trasfondo por defecto de Shepard. ¿Quieres usar cómic interactivo? Sí. A ver si os acordáis alguno de la serie. ¿Os acordáis alguno de la serie que hicimos? Vamos a verlo. A ver si me acuerdo.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me.
Ya empezaron las visiones.
Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara.
Eso es verdad, me acaba de confirmar.
Biotics,
El Jet
and maybe
Space,
most importantly,
Remake.
daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission.
Vale, aquí ya tengo que tomar una decisión. A veces estaba un poco preocupado por la relación que yo tenía con Liara. Y yo, como comandante, sabía que cualquier relación podía interferir con la misión. La misión es lo primero. A ver, yo me puse de parte de Liara, ¿no? Creo yo.
I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently, she'd felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead. Venezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Venezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy.
Ya, los
We
bichos
had to
estos
fight
eran
through
muy
hundreds of them to get
cabrones.
to Venezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Venezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Venezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before.
Salvé a la reina, ¿no? Yo creo que la salvé, ¿no, gente? Sí, yo creo que la salvé.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently.
Vale,
Rex wanted the
tuvimos que
genophage
tomar una
cure for his
decisión.
people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down.
Lo tuve que matar, ¿eh?
He just couldn't be reasoned with.
Pero no me dio, es que no me dio opción, ¿eh?
Curing the Krogan. Saren had to be stopped. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship.
Sí, pero lo estoy haciendo como me pasó, ¿eh?
It spoke to me.
No tuve opción, ¿eh?
Threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them.
Bueno, yo creo que salvé a Ashley.
Caden was a good man, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the
Hostia,
next time
pues
we
eso no me acuerdo, ¿eh? Lo del
one of
consejo,
us
a ver,
would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army.
¿Alguien no se puede meter a alguien a mirarlo, tío, en mi YouTube?
We could defeat him. Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Caden's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other.
Es que estoy leyendo esto, no puedo leer el chat.
While it lasted.
No sé si tiene
We
pausa
arrived
esto.
on Hylos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together.
No, es que no puedo pausarlo.
The
¿Verdad?
Reapers
No, no
had
se puede
come
pausar.
50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human alliance fleet in jeopardy.
Ah, vale. Sí, esto lo tuve yo muy claro. Sacrificar al consejo.
The Council could be replaced.
Vale, elige.
The fleets were needed here and now
máquina.
if we were going to defeat Sovereign. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right.
Ah, pero aquí ¿qué me está diciendo? Que elija a quién va... Bueno, Anderson, ¿no? No sé.
Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in
Digo
the
yo que
way.
elegí a Anderson.
The war was over.
Always.
The threat
Udina es un
passed.
capullo.
In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Proyecto Lázaro. Introducir el nombre de pila del sujeto. John, no, John. Inicio rápido, personalizado. Este es terrestre. Es un único superviviente, soldado. Se muestra. A ver, con soldado tengo pistolas, rifles y francotirador y todo eso, ¿no? Los poderes me la sudan. No sé. Bueno, vale, vosotros a lo vuestro. Estoy pidiendo opinión y vais a lo vuestro. Biótico yo siempre. Sí, el biótico siempre me ha gustado, ¿no? En el Andrómeda y tal. Me molaba. Y en el 3 creo que también. No sé. Soldado, ya está. Soldado. Que luego ya tenemos por ahí a más gente en el grupo.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Miranda.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Qué bien se ve, tío. Se ve muy bien,
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry!
Vamos.
Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around. Get the pistol and armor from the locker.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind cover now. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast.
Ah, que no tengo balas, tío. Ah, pues se ha cubierto. No me acordaba cómo iba eso.
Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol. Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off. Look out! Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
Vale. Aquí el gameplay es mucho mejor, ¿eh? En el 1, a ver, gente, en el 1 sufrí mucho porque como solo estaba hecho para teclado y ratón y lo jugamos con un mod que adaptaba al mando, o sea, cuando ibas a apuntar, ¡buah! Eso era un desastre, gente, no... Iba para todos lados, o sea, se iba muchísimo. Uy, qué gusto, qué bien va esto, tío. Cómo mola, tío. Ok.
Coast is clear.
¿Qué es esto? Algo que tengo ya. Dios.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long. More reinforcements heading your way. Grab the grenade launcher. Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to take them out.
They've seen us.
Take the elevator down one floor.
¿Qué acabo de hacer? Hostia, acabo de tirar algo, no es lo que es. No sé qué acabo de hacer. Todavía no sé cómo va esto.
Hurry! Get to the door. Run! You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll try to beat you. Shepard, you can read me. I've got mechs closing in on my position.
¿Para volteretas tengo que dar dos veces o cómo iba esto? Hostia.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
Vale. ¿He guardado rápido, gente? Sí. Nice. Mira, guardado automático. Bueno. Dios.
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Charge him up! Have a nice trip! Shepard, what the hell? Gotta hurt! What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Dímelo tú, necesito dime quién eres.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it!
Bien.
Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Son unas preguntas. ¿Por qué atacan? Me canso de recibir. Bueno, son unas preguntitas. Bueno, ¿por qué atacan?
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible, unless you've got access. We've got to get you out of here, Shepard.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
2 años?
I'm having some trouble wrapping my head around this.
Yeah, I can imagine. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Toma. Vale. Mantén RB para hacer la rueda de poderes. Selecciona atracción. Selecciona incendiaria, atracción. Ah, pero tenía que apuntar, ¿no? Espera, que no me estoy enterando. Vale, y ahora apunto, ¿no? Por ejemplo, ahí, ¿no? No sé cómo va, tío, esto. Ah, lo selecciono, ¿y qué? A ver, cojo esto. Le doy. Y ahora lo dejo marcado donde yo quiero que lo haga, ¿no? Eso, ¿no? Vale. No me acuerdo cómo iba esto.
Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
Vale. La tripulación.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Vale, ¿y dónde están ahora?
You know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
Quiero encontrarlos.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Heridas de Shepard.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What do you mean? Cloning?
¿Por qué se repite esto?
Cybernetics?
I don't know the details, but you're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces
Ataque a la estación.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damn if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, and bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
Ha dicho que no le ves mucha diferencia con el original. Si se ve de que te cagas, tío. Por lo menos las texturas son flipantes. Jacob?
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself.
Vale,
but I hope she's okay.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
¿Quién es?
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Vale. Está con nosotros. vamos, tío? ¿Es por aquí o no? Esta no es. ¿Por aquella? Ah, tengo asignado ya cosas aquí. A ver, por ejemplo, RB es esto, ¿no? Que es la disruptora esa, ¿o cuál es? La disruptora. Atraviesa escudo y destroza los objetivos sintéticos. ¿Y esto qué es? Hiperacelera tus reflejos y te da tiempo para preparar el disparo perfecto. Vale.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
¿Cómo se daba voltereta aquí, tío? ¿No hay voltereta, gente?
That's me, Shepard.
Ya. Es que estoy probando si hay voltereta o no.
System not designed for specialized ammunition.
Find us another route out of here. Preferably one that doesn't lead straight into an enemy squad.
Just keep moving toward the control room. Oh god. They found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
God! I'm hit! They shot me! Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have
¿No
failed.
tienes que curar al
I
herido?
refuse to let that happen.
¿Qué herido? Entonces está muerto, ¿no? ¿Cómo te quitabas el arma? A ver, porque si hago así cambia de arma. Pero yo no quiero cambiar de arma. Y si hago así, uso esto, que es lo de el disparo lento ese. Vale, pero no sé cambiar el arma, gente. ¿Esto qué es? Es como la brújula, míralo. Sí.
Shepard, down here! Bastard
está
got
Wilson.
me in the leg!
Ah, Wilson, vale. Me acuerdo de ti, Wilson. Vamos a sacarte de aquí.
We need to get off this station.
I'm not going anywhere till someone fixes my leg.
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Unidad.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, huh? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
No confío en nadie. No confío en nadie.
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Ella intentó ayudarme, no podemos ayudarla. Puede que sí, puede que no. Ella intentó ayudarme.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not.
Este es lo único que quiere
We need
salvarse.
to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few.
Subdue and overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
These mechs don't know when to quit.
Sobrecarga. ¿Dónde tengo yo eso? ¿Es esta?
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Vale.
Okay, we took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Cerberus. Me suena de algo.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
¿El hombre ilusorio?
Elusive Man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
Vámonos.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther
Vale.
to the shuttle bay.
El bloque 15 nuevas entradas, vale, códice, Cerberus, justo tras la guerra del primer contacto, un manifiesto anónimo que apareció por esto. Activa sección de conversación, Medigel, no Medigel. Vale, no me acuerdo cómo se guarda el arma, tío. ¿Lo saca el arma automático o qué pasa aquí? No entiendo. Por aquí, por allí. Aquí, por aquí.
Get over here. Your gun. Yeah.
Parte de datos, créditos.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Vale. Tiene que sacarse.
Through here.
We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Puta madre.
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
Era el traidor.
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Ese procedimiento adecuado. Ahora no puedes interrogarle. Bien, ¿y ahora qué? Sabía que está... Bueno, ahora no puedes interrogarle.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
Sabía que estaba mintiendo.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
A ver, ¿qué podemos preguntar? A ver... Proyecto Lazaro.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
¿Sabías que mentía? Yo la primera vez que jugué no... Bueno, yo me lo intuía, pero... ¿Por qué? A ver.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Vale, destino.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
Y si no quiero ir, ¿qué pasa? Bueno, investigar más supervivientes.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
Podría haber supervivientes.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Ubicación durante el ataque.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
Venga, vámonos.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Come on.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
2 años.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
Se acabó.
We should move on.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Habla con el hombre ilusorio.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Activa las opciones de conversación.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
Espérate, quiero mirar el espacio.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Vale, guapa. Luego nos vemos, ¿Esto qué es? Armadura, aspecto informal. Cambia la armadura y la apariencia de Shepard. Ah, pero esto es para ir por aquí, ¿no? Vale. Cojones. Este está guapo. Ya le he dado, ¿no? Ah, armadura. Hostia. Qué guapo este. Te mola, ¿eh? Aquí podemos personalizarlo, los colores y todo. Sí, pero ¿cómo cambio a informal? Equipar. Vale. Vale. Supongo que al pasar se cambia, ¿no? Pero habrá que cambiar para ver, a ver si digo las cosas bien. Para que solo se vea esto. Juego. El casco en combate. Eso siempre los trae los juegos de BioWare. Creo que aquí no dice nada más. Calibración, sonido, controles. Bueno, da igual. Poco carisma vas a conseguir.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
Tú no me conoces, ¿qué sabemos? Necesito conectar. ¿Y qué sabemos?
And what exactly is it that you and I know?
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think. That one man, one very specific man, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
No está mal.
I noticed a few upgrades. I hope you didn't replace anything really important.
We tried to keep you as intact as possible. We need Shepard, just as you were when you defeated Sovereign.
What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Investigar Cerberus.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Vale, abducciones.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random. and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Ayuda de la Alianza.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
The Alliance is overwhelmed by the responsibility you gave them. They're too busy building relations to put resources into verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Vale, ¿por dónde empezamos?
If you're after the Reapers, just point me in the right direction.
Miranda was worried you'd be resistant. She's not usually wrong. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Vale. ¿Debo fiarme de ellos?
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
¿Qué esperas?
What do you think I'll find there?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need to send you. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonists? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Vale, abrir el menú y selecciona pelotón para gastar los puntos de pelotón. Pelotón. Para mejorar poderes con puntos de pelotón, pulsa en nuevo nivel de poder y pulsa comprar. Debajo de tu retrato verás un resumen de tus puntos de virtud y rebeldía. Si consigues más puntos puedes activar nuevas opciones de diálogo. Vale. Vale, que tengo dos, ¿no? Vale. No sé qué subir. Lo más importante sería subir la salud, ¿no? Mente. ¿No puedo? Ah, 2 puntos, vale, esto. Vamos a ver, no me queda un punto. Pues que sí ya lo tengo. Ah, que sí ya lo tengo, ¿no? A ver, deshacer puntos. Claro, es que si no lo tenía. Vale. Tengo estos dos ya, ¿no? Vale. Pues entonces me pongo este, ya está. Y el otro me lo guardo. No sé. Mismamente, ¿no? No se me ha puesto el traje de cubierta, tío. No entiendo.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
Vale. No olvides quién manda. Gracias por resucitarme primero.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
¿No hay algún problema? ¿Qué pasa contigo? No hay por qué ser enemigos.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
La misión actual.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
¿Sabes qué encontraremos por allí?
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Vale, el Proyecto Lázaro.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
Por ejemplo?
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
No es mal que estaba al cargo.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Vale, Miranda.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Algo más que un currículo. Investigar, lugar de entrenamiento. Algo más que un currículo.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Lugar de entrenamiento.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
Vale.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Vale, más 4 de virtud.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Vale, esos colonos necesitan ayuda. No me uní a Cerberus. Me reservo la opinión. Esos colonos necesitan ayuda.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
Sí.
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
Vale, la misión.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else.
Vale, eso.
I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Jacob y la Alianza.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
Corsario.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Entonces, las opciones de virtud son siempre las de arriba, rebeldía abajo. Vale, gracias. Gracias, Freeman. Jacob se une a Cerberus.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. The old council was dead, and humanity took control of the new one. But nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Vale.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
Vale. Voy a cambiarme el aspecto porque no sé por qué se me queda esto fijo, gente. No sé. ¿Cómo hago para que se quede esto puesto, tío? Armario de armadura. Vale. Armadura. Casco. Aumenta el daño del arma en un 5%. Ojo. Ninguno. Ah, pues me dejo el casco puesto. Lo que pasa es que no sé cómo ponerlo para que se quiten todos los Mass Effects. Pero yo no encuentro eso, tío. No sé. A ver, un pelotón. No. A ver, códice. Esto para leer. Es que no veo dónde puede estar. Calibración. Esto no tiene nada que ver. monitor no tiene HDR, o sea que... Controles, hemos dicho... Sonidos... Asignación de teclas... Buenas, Giorgio911, gracias por ese follow. Bienvenidísimo o bienvenidísima. Bienvenidos al canal, a la familia. Vale, la ropa informal es para la nave. Ah, vale, que esto no cuenta como la nave. Vale. Ok, pero lo del casco, tío, de poder... De que solo se lo ponga cuando está en combate. Eso lo hace todos los juegos de BioWare, tío. Pero es que no está. Bueno, me da igual, tío. Es que si no me pongo el casco, no tengo el bufo, gente. Vale, ¿para dónde tengo que ir, tío? Vaya. Aquí no puedo entrar. ¿Dónde tenemos que ir? Vengo de aquí, ¿no? Ya se cansa y todo, Ah, vale. Misión completada. Subida de nivel, resumen de la misión. Shepard escapó del ataque con facilidad con los operativos Taylor y Lawson. Instalación de seguridad por control remoto. Los equipos de chatarra se asegurarán de que no hay datos incriminatorios. Por recomendación de Miranda, estoy ejecutando los barrios de seguridad en otras celdas para asegurar que Wilson era nuestro único infiltrado. Independientemente del coste, el proyecto Lazaro fue un éxito. Shepard ha vuelto. La lanzagranada es esta. Créditos. Vale, y subida de nivel. Experiencia ganada, 1000. Bueno, esto te dice otro cómo conseguirlo. Vale.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
A ver... ¿Qué autoridad tengo?
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Vale. ¿Otras colonias?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. We've got no target to go after.
Vale. Alguien podría estar vivo.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Pues muy bien. Vamos a ver qué encontramos. Vale. Epa. ¿Y esta qué pasa? ¿No se ponen los cascos o qué? Es que eso, el casco tiene que estar en algún sitio, gente. Modo foto. Hostia, tenemos modo foto, gente. Vale. Yo no sé cómo será el original, pero la sensibilidad, tío, está chapo. Sí, no sé, hubiesen echado a correr, ¿no? ¿Cómo guardo el arma, tío? Es que no quiero cambiar de arma. Quiero guardarla, tío. No sé, tío. Vale, es que esto no es. Ah, coño. Vale. Es el botón back, gente. el select de PlayStation, ¿vale? Para quitarte el arma, tío. Y si lo tengo apretado, ¿hay mapa o algo? No. No. Vale. Que mientras que no hayan enemigo, no me gusta ir con el arma. Prefiero ir así. Más tranquilito, ¿eh? A ver si apunto.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Vale. Yo no sé cómo se vería el original, pero ese se ve de puta madre, ¿eh? La verdad. Hostia, me ha dejado todo loco, tío, con la noticia de que EA ha confirmado el remake de Dead Space, tío. Mierda. Hostia. Me están dando desde allí, tío. Es que no se cubre, gente. Hostia. Vamos a ver. Vale, hay que emplear las armas de cada uno vaya a su puta bola. Vale, tengo todas estas armas ahora, tío. Escopeta, fusil de franco, lanzagranada y fusil de asalto.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Ok. Nice. ¿Qué iba a hacer? Vale, pero me han quitado lo de la sobrecarga, que eso ya no lo tengo. Ah, vale, pero son de ellos. Las habilidades son de ellos. Ah, amigo. Ya decía yo, digo, qué raro que tenga yo ese poder, ¿no? Va, pero los puedo usar yo. Pero ellos también los usan, ¿no? Aleatoriamente, quiero decir. No puedes. Vale, pero no sé qué había preguntado. ¿Qué es lo que no puedo? Vale, medigel. Vale, estos son mini puzzles, ¿no? Salta cada nodo para encontrar los símbolos coincidentes. Cuando encuentres los dos símbolos coincidentes, seleccionarlos para completar el circuito. Completa todo el circuito antes de que sea competitivo para evitar el sistema de seguridad. Iniciar. Hostia. Coño, ¿y cómo sé cuál es? No entiendo. Vamos a ver. Circuito cerrado, por ejemplo, este. Con este no es. Y falla. Pero ¿cómo si no sé cuál es? ¿O cómo funciona esto? O te da alguna pista cuando pincho uno. ¿Te da alguna pista? Ah, vale. Tienes que dejarlo. Ah, que se ven, coño, vale. Vale. Hago así y así. Ahora sí. Vale, es que no sabía, claro, yo pulsaba a ciegas. Estaba pulsando a ciegas totalmente. ¿Y qué? ¿Qué me ha dado? No me he enterado. Me miro al chat y ya me he perdido. Nice. ¿Dónde estamos?
there.
Praza, you said you'd let me
Que
handle
son
this.
salarianos, ¿no?
Wait. Shepard?
¿Tali?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Sí, soy yo.
Cerberus rebuilt me, Tali. In return, they asked me to investigate these attacks on human colonies.
You'll pardon us for not taking you at your word, Cerberus.
We're well within our rights to investigate attacks on a human colony. I'd like to know what the Quarians are doing.
Quarianos, me he confundido.
Weapons down, Praza. Whatever's going on here, I don't think we
Ah,
need
sí, los
another
salarianos
fight.
son los de...
One of our people was here on pilgrimage.
Como los Saren,
His name was
como los de
Vitor.
Saren.
We came to find him.
Vitor, vale. ¿Por qué vino aquí?
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Debemos unir fuerzas.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship.
Yes. ¿Te queda
Enter
clarito?
the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Vale, ¿por qué odias a Cerberus?
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Parece un buen plan.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the far side.
Vale. Encuentra a Vitor. Qué guapo, pasas al lado y se enchufan, tío. Qué chulo, tú míralo. Cómo mola, tío. Vale, lo tengo equipado ya esto, vale.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of him. Attention right.
¿Dónde? Ah, hostia, aquí. Hostia, no lo había visto, tú. No lo vi, tío. Con la oscuridad no lo vi, tío. La iluminación del juego está bien lograda, Yes. 2000 pavos. Vale, nice. Guardadito.
Use overload on him.
Se la sobrecarga contra ellos. ¿Y por qué no lo usas tú? Pregunto. ¿Por qué no funciona? Ah, vale.
Got him. Target down.
Hostias, que me fusilan. Me cago en 10. Nice.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Okay.
Come on. We can still catch them.
¿Qué ha salido por ahí? ¿Ha salido algo, no? ¿Eso? ¿Qué es? Ah, puerta, vale, hostia, tío. No sé qué está saliendo, tío. Hostias, me he pasado a la atracción. Oh, yes. Si es que me confundo de stick.
Enemy down. We're inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors.
Ya los miembros del
Shepard, you
pelotón
take
por puntos
point.
de ruta separados. Vale, a ver.
Grabbing cover.
Affirmative.
Got.
Yes. Me ha dicho. Ah.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Vale, tengo un lanzagranadas también, ¿sabes? Ahí estoy en ello, a ver. Mecha Ymir. Ymir. Explorar. Espérate. ¿Dónde está? Caja frágil. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Se puede romper o algo, gente? Ah, sí. Vale, pero esto que para romperlo ya está, ¿no? Parece que sí, vale. Caja fuerte, derivación, vale. Baterías. Nice. Ok. Chachi. Mira, Samu, ahora viene Mecha. Mecha. Grande, de verdad. Saludo a Samu. Vale, es por aquí. Vale.
This looks interesting.
Munición para armas pesadas. Debes reclutar un jefe, no sé qué. Vale, iridio.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
O sea que el mecha estaba para protegerse.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Que ya estás a salvo, tío.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Para realizar una acción de virtud cuando se muestre en pantalla.
Swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of swarms. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
No estábamos aquí.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. but I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Recolector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Enjambres.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
Los recolectores.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
Vale, tu vida.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Sigue.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
Es una pérdida de tiempo. Gracias, Vito.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
¿Vale?
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
Debes unirte a nosotros, Tali. Vitor se va con Tali. Vitor vendrá con nosotros. Debes unirte a nosotros, Tali.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I'm still trying to accept that you're even alive, and you're with Cerberus. I've got responsibilities now. I've got a mission of my own. I can't walk away from that. Not even for
Vitor
you.
se va con Tali, que es mi amiga.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Qué buen trabajo han hecho con la iluminación, me encanta, tío. Se ve de puta madre, tío. Me encanta, tío.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
¿Y los datos de Vitor?
The data from his Omnitool should be quite useful.
We're still analyzing it. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
No parece sorprendido.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived. back beyond the unmapped Omega 4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Vale. Relay Omega 4.
Why is the Omega 4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Vale. Interés en los humanos.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
Transacciones.
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
Vale, ¿qué me estás ocultando?
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
No puedo hacerlo solo.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Vale, tenía un buen equipo. Soy un espectro. Yo decido quién me acompaña. Estaremos preparados. Tenía un buen equipo.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
A ver, Ashley.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
Garrus.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Tali.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
¿Y Liara?
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Vale.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
Soy un espectro.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
Estaremos preparados.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Vale. ¿Y qué era la otra?
Sounds good. What else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Joker.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
A ver cuándo van terminando, tío, el Star Citizen, tío. Lo tengo. Tengo una nave. Una pequeñita. Pero todavía está verde el juego, tío. Ah, pero se le han llamado también Normandía. ¿Es una réplica exacta o se parece solo? Parece más tocha, ¿no? Las alas más grandes, ¿no? Y los alerones esos que lleva, ¿no? Qué guapa está, ¿no? Normandía 2.0, sí señor, eso es Perete, sí. La versión 2 mejorada. Cómo mola, ¿no? Qué grande, tío. Qué grande, tío. Gente, ¿por qué no lo voy a dejar por aquí? Sí, porque esto lo voy a subir a YouTube. No creo que sea muy largo. Bueno, a ver, tendré que grabar directo más largo. Lo puedo ir partiendo luego el vídeo en dos y ya está. Pero ¿esto va por misiones así o tendremos un poquito de libertad en este juego? Y se puede mejorar también. Oh, qué guay. Sí, se parece, ¿no?
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
Freedom, yes.
I've been looking over the dossiers.
Mola.
I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega.
Morden Solus?
We know the collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Esta es mi nave. No, venga, tienes razón.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Anda, a yo que no le va a gustar.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them.
Esto me ha recordado a la Andrómeda, tío. Tengo que rejugar la Andrómeda, tío. Me gustó muchísimo la Andrómeda.
Talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
¿Alguien más que tenga que conocer?
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map.
Ah, vale, ya elijo yo, ¿no?
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Vale, y ahí podremos hablar con ellos, seguir manteniendo relación, como en todos, ¿no? Hay muchos memes con Solus de Borja Pavón. Mapa de la galaxia, terminal privado, Sato, terminal parte de las actualizaciones del estado del pelotón. Arsenal. Ascensor. Alojamiento del capitán. Laboratorio tecnológico. Música del profesor para investigar mejoras para el equipo del pelotón. Por eso te dicen que lo mejor es ir a por el profesor, ¿no? Guay. Ahora llevamos la ropita de estar por casa, ¿no? Asistente Chambers, ¿qué tal está usted? Hola. Pues nada, gente, vamos a dejarlo por aquí. Hemos empezado tarde, que llevamos ya 5 horas de directo. Hemos hecho 3 de Souls y 2 de este. Mañana le doy todo el día a esto. Mañana es viernes, ¿no? Sí, hostia, me está gustando mucho, esta segunda parte, tío. Es que ni la había probado el juego. Nada, cero, gente. Yo el 1, antes de traerlo al canal, que lo traímos hace poco, pues lo había empezado y tal, y jugué unas cuantas horas, pero no lo terminé. Y luego ya, pues con vosotros ya me lo terminé. Eso sí, me dejé un montón de cositas por ahí de secundarias, creo. Porque al final quise centrarme en la historia y creo que me dejé muchísimas cosas de secundarias. Pero bueno, y luego el 3 sí que había jugado. Le metí bastantes horas, pero no llegué a terminármelo. Y luego salió la Andrómeda y tal, y lo dejé todo de lado. El Andrómeda ya sí que le metí más de 100 horas. No sé cuántas horas le metí, más de 100. No sé, más de 100 horas. Lo hice casi prácticamente al 100%. No sé si me faltó algo, pero prácticamente lo hice al 100%, gente. Y lo disfruté muchísimo. Y claro, pues quería completar la trilogía al completo. Ya tenemos el 1, ahora falta el 2, que estoy virgen en él, porque no tengo ni puñetera idea nada del 2. O sea, no he jugado nada, cero, ya lo he dicho. Y pues por eso digo que lo voy a disfrutar un montón. Y luego, pues el 3, pues lo disfrutaremos, porque tampoco... A ver, jugué bastante, pero... mola, pues, verlo remasterizado y a ver qué tal. Este me parece... No sé si el 3 cómo estará remasterizado. Pero, hostia, este está muy bien hecho, gente. O sea, se ve que te cagas, tío. O sea, tanto en texturas como en ambientación, iluminación y todo eso. Está... chapo, gente. Y hace directo de Last Stop. Ah, pues mira, pues ahora si eso me paso y le echamos un vistazo. Ese es ese que me has dicho que es estilo aventura gráfica o algo así, ¿no? Pues ya sabéis, gente, pasar por el canal de Perepe. Mira, si te vas para allá ya, te hago una raid directamente. Y que se pasen contigo, gente. Vale, voy a ir chapando aquí y voy a dejarlo para una raid, ¿vale? Bueno, yo me despido ya y os dejo con una raid, ¿vale? Hasta la próxima, saludos, chao. Vale, vamos a hacer la raid. Joder, ¿por qué no me sale, tío? Ah, era multiperepe, ¿no? Multiperepe. Cojones. Vamos a ver. Hostia, ¿cómo es tu canal, tío? Multiperepe, ¿no? ¿Por qué no sale? No estás. No me sales, tío. A ver... Pues habrá que resetear esto, yo que sea, espérate. ¿No oíro, gente? A ver si sale... Ahora está, vale, ahora. Es que no estaba todavía, gente. Iniciar raid, vale, ahora sí. A ver. Multipe... Aquí estás. Vale, pues paso con Perpin. Con Perepe, gente. Espérate, que tengo que esperar. No sé por qué me tengo que esperar, tío, para ver cada vez que vaya a hacer una raid. Porque tengo que esperar, gente, no entiendo. Iniciar raid. Ahí está, ahora sí que está hecha la raid. Let's go. Bueno, ahí os dejo con Perpe, gente. Nos vemos. Hasta la próxima. Chao, chao.